All right, guys, welcome to another lunchtime ride. This is lunchtime ride. We're out of Livermore, California, Patterson Pass Road. Let's take a quick look at where we're going. Here is the map. We got the San Francisco Bay Area. We're going to do this right out of Livermore, California, right here. It's close to where I live. Let's take a look down in here. And this is Greenville Road here. If you can see my little mouse. Let me pull this down. So this is the loop. We're going to start at Greenville Road. We're going to take Patterson Pass Road, which is this one here. And we will follow that out. This first little section has some speed bumps and stuff. They're trying to slow people down from the lab over here. There's a big lab with a lot of people. They like to take shortcuts to get out of town, beat that traffic. So in the morning and evenings, don't take this road. In the lunchtime, perfect. All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this trip right here is a great lunchtime ride because it's pretty short but scenic. You start out with some speed bumps, which is always fantastic. But if you take a look at the map we just showed you, these are more like humps than bumps because they're really long. They're not just a little bump. And there's a few of those before you get started. And I would recommend this sort of as a lunchtime ride or a ride on the weekends where you watch out for bicyclists, but I would stay off it in the evenings during the week because there can end up being a lot of traffic, and that's why they put these speed humps out here to cut down on the business traffic trying to get over the Altamonte Pass and making a shortcut out of it. And they tend to take up both lanes, and we don't like that. Anyways, leaving Livermore and headed in the direction of Tracy. More speed humps. Now we're going to start the scenic ride. It kind of turns sort of one lane-ish here. You really got to watch for cars, but it's narrow, but really pretty. And we've got some views off the side here, and we're going to work our way up to the top of the Altamonte. I forget what name of this road is. I probably should know that. I probably
South Flynn.
What? Oh, South Flynn?
I think it's South Flynn.
South Flynn Road. I'm sure I pointed that out on the map earlier. Here, and then one more tight turn up here, and then there should be a good view off to our left. Oh yeah, there we go. Get a good view of the valley and all the windmills. Then you come down this little roller coaster type hill, which is super cool. It's good that you can see if there are any cars coming up. That's a nice bit because it's pretty narrow. Now this is a little loop, so I don't know, I think it takes about 30 minutes to do this loop, something like that, so it makes it a great little lunchtime ride. You could also bring your lunch and have a little lunch out here somewhere in the middle. There's little pullouts here and there. It's really pretty this time of year with the hills being so green. At some point we start getting poppies out here, so those will start growing. That'll be a neat. I see some little orange on the side here, so I think they're just coming up.
Oh yeah, that'll be neat.
Yeah, so they just started coming. Yeah, I see more orange everywhere. You see orange out here, which is probably almost impossible to pick up on the camera, but there's slight tints of orange, and that's all going to be poppies over the next month. And so the next couple of weeks it should get pretty amazing out here as far as the views.
Cow.
Lots of cows. If you see the yellow ones, yeah, I think that's called mustard plant or something like that.
Mustard weed.
Is it mustard weed? Yeah, I think that's what I've been calling it. I could be completely wrong, but yeah. Do you see it? Because I'm kind of not seeing the yellow right now.
I don't see any, no.
Yeah.
There's a puppies up there.
Okay. Yeah, last week we were seeing so much of the mustard plant. Oh, I see it way out in the... If you look out in the valley there, you can see big swaths of yellow. These guys are riding so close together, I thought they were on a tandem. And then I noticed the frames were different colors. Like, oh no, they're just really close. Guys, we are at Midway. This is and it's Midway of the whole trip. So it's Midway Boulevard. You come out here just past that power station, and you make a left-hand turn at sort of the second place you can do so, because that's a one-way over there. And then we start headed back towards the other side of the Altamonte, and we'll cross over Old Altamonte Pass Road. And there's a lot more of that mustard seed we were talking about earlier, and the swaths of yellow that we saw from up on top of the Altamonte. And you can see that there. That's just so pretty. There's a lot of that stuff out this time of year, so you can see it all over. And that's Highway 680. It's Highway 580 right there. We're going to cross underneath that, cross over to the other side of the Altamonte, and then back through Old Altamonte Pass Road. And coming up here on our right hand side, you're going to see the California aqueduct. And there it is in all its glory. Oh, you see people fishing out here too. I guess there must be fish through the aqueduct.
That to me is so strange.
It seems a little strange to me too. Like, it just, I don't know. It just, I don't know. You're not getting out in nature. Are they keeping the fish to eat? Maybe that's what they're doing. It's really for eating purposes, not just sporting. I don't know, maybe it's still sporting, I have no idea. Alright, we're turning left here. This is Old Altamonte Pass Road. It's a pretty part of the ride in here where you're starting to come back into Livermore, come through the hills here with that mustard weed on the right. I can't wait to see mustard weed and the poppies all at one time. That'd be super cool to have the orange and yellow. For another week or two, we should have that. A pretty little area. You got the railroad that comes along in here on the left. There's a couple of poppies. Is our Summit garage right here. I love that little place. It's super cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. And we're kind of making our way into Livermore now, and you can see the big overpass up here on the top, and that's Highway 580 going into Livermore. It's super cool because it extends. It's like a big bridge that you're looking at underneath, because it just extends over that cliff right there. Really cool. If you look up some folklore, you'll find some interesting rumors about that bridge. Try to find that. I don't know if you could find it. I think I tried to look it up once. But I'll give it to you really quick. When I was growing up, they used to always say that the police had pulled over a lady that was sort of like maybe her car was stranded on the bridge. They asked her to get out of the car and get into a safe place, and she walked over and fell off the side of the bridge. And from that moment on, she haunted the bridge there. A great kid story, I'm sure. We're making our left-hand turn onto Greenville Road, and that is the road we started on, and that will make our loop, our lunchtime loop. So depending on where you start from and where you need to leave off on, that's a good loop to follow. If you're going by the Harley-Davidson dealership, it's just down the street here, and they are right there. And that's a pretty easy stop. If you start from there, you could take Greenville Road. You come right out to the stoplight here, turn right onto Greenville Road, and then start heading up and out to that exit that we took on Greenville Road, which I'll show you in just a moment so you can have a good look at what that looks like. All right, we're coming up on the start of the lunchtime loop. I'm actually going to turn the opposite direction, but the street name here is Patterson Pass Road, and that is where we started our loop from, and we turned left there and went up over Patterson Pass Road, and then circled back around to do the loop onto the Altamonte Pass Road, or I call it the old Altamonte Pass Road, whichever one it really is called, who knows. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the loop. If you have, hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell icon down at the bottom if you want to be reminded of these videos, and I appreciate it. Cheers!